Hello YouTube and welcome back to old Flads. This is Super Toy Cars and I'm back with a beta / early access first impressions video. Haven't done one of these for a while and that's a bit naughty of me really, considering a lot of my channel does consist of these sort of things. But I've picked a very cool, very fun homage to Micro Machines type game for us to look at today. Now I want to try and do this as quickly as possible, but giving you as full an overview as possible, and we will be doing a race in a little bit on a track that I'm currently the world record holder for. I have about 4 or 5 hours in this game so far, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's very easy, but then again I suppose it's designed to be very easy. I don't think it's for the hardcore racing fan, to be perfectly honest. Like if you want hardcore racing, go and watch Scarlet Prophet and his amazing Formula 1 series. In fact, I'll probably put a link below for that because it is so good. Him and Limey do a great job of talking about actual things regarding racing. This game is not that, so don't expect it. I was going to buy Next Car Game, if I'm honest, but I think that really needs an online multiplayer before I'd enjoy it, mainly because I would love the opportunity to smash Salis and Darren in a demolition derby. I think that would be epic. Nonetheless, let's get on with this and I'll quickly give you an overview of what's going on. So career mode is a series of 11 events made up of 6 races per event. So you'll start off with like these 2 or perhaps these 3, I think it's these 2, and then you have to win races to earn points. Once you've earned the points, it'll unlock the next sort of race event thing, and then you just keep going until you've unlocked them all. Now it's not just straight up races all the time, and this is the 11th set of events, which is actually the last one. So I'll quickly show you what's involved within the races. We have an elimination race, which is basically where the last place player after 15 seconds will get removed from the race, and it'll keep going till there's only one left. There's not a lot of new stuff within this game, but then that's not really the point. It's supposed to be enjoyable and fun, relaxing, and it's exactly what it does. Then we have time trial here. Then we have a straight up race, of which there are 8 of you, 7 bots, plus you go around the track 2 or 3 times, winner takes the points. Very simple. And we've also got evade, which is essentially elimination, but with like random minefields. So there'll be mines that'll come up around the map and they'll blow you up and send you back, and then if you're last you'll get eliminated. It's actually quite frustrating, very good fun though, I must admit. Keep using that word fun, it's exactly what it is. Bear in mind we're not playing a serious racing game here. So with that out of the way, let's now move on to some of the cars. There are quite a few cars that you can choose from. As you can see here, there's loads of different, I think there's about 15 that you can choose from. You'll start off with the thing that looks like a Land Rover, I think it is. This thing here, this Sputs All Round. All roads, sorry. And you'll start off with this, and then you'll be able to unlock fairly quickly every gun in every car within the game, coming up to the Formula 2500, which is the most expensive, I believe. It's not necessarily the best though, because this car will go around corners without drifting. You have to sort of force the drift, and it doesn't drift very well. So this car is more for going around corners and using straight line speed, whereas the Horns Hot Rod, which is actually my second favourite car, handles awfully, but means it drifts brilliantly, which means you get a lot of drifting, a lot of boosts, and a lot of speed as well. You have to make your decision whether you prefer drifting and using like the boost to your advantage, or whether you just want to be able to go around a corner very smoothly. As certain maps do and tracks do actually utilise the different cars differently, and to a greater or lesser extent better as well. So once you've played them for a few times, you'll certainly know whether you want a drifting car or whether you want a tight handling car. There are upgrades. They're very simple upgrades. So we won't go into too much detail about them, but they will add certain stat attribute sort of buffs. I mean, you're going so fast and the game's fairly easy anyway, so you add them more just for like EP points. The track editor, which we'll cover now, this is very important, and I love that it's in here because community integration within all these games is so important. And whilst the guys that make the game will make pretty safe maps and they'll be reasonably difficult, but they have obviously got to appeal to a very wide demographic. Once the community gets involved, they can make some really complicated and exciting tracks, and that's usually where the best maps and tracks come from. is out of the community. So this works with Steam Workshop, and you'll be able to make your own track, publish it, and then people will be able to play it. Very cool. Online multiplayer doesn't currently work, which is a shame, unless I'm doing something wrong, in which case it's entirely counterintuitive, which means it needs fixing, ultimately. But nonetheless, we're going to jump into a quick race. I am the world record holder for this particular race, so let's jump in, and I'm going to use the Scoiattolo Veloce. I think that's how you do it. There's also 4-player split-screen co-op, which is why I think it's probably made for consoles. This would be awesome, like really, really good fun on a big screen with your mates, probably having a beer or two. But we're not going to do that now. We're just going to jump straight into the race. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to show you one of the other things that's in this game, which is the weaponry that they have. I won't be able to show you it to a great extent anyway, because I'm going to be going around this particular track fairly quickly. And as you can see, it's not like there's a class race, so that you have just my type of car racing against other cars that are the same. There'll be a whole range of different cars that the AI will choose, all of which have sort of certain attributes that can and can't sort of hinder your progress. But the weaponry, so if I press X, oh, game actually broke there a little bit. If I press X, that was an 8-ball that I threw out there, and that will run over and knock different cars over. This is I think this is actually glue, and if you watch in the top left hand corner, there's actually a camera that will show you where the other cars are and if anything's hit it, which I think is amazing. That will wear out after a few seconds. Let's try and get this one. I think this is the oil slick. So we put that down there. Again, the camera pops up. You'll be able to see if anyone goes through that and actually spins. There's also a heat-seeking missile, which I love. There's traps as well, so you'll set a little springboard type trap thing that will flip a car and then disappear. Is it this one that does that? No, that's a mine. This is one of the mines you can lay that will actually blow up the other team. And when you do roll the car, as you're going to see here, no, just managed to control it. When you do roll your car, or you go the wrong way, or you come off the track, it will reset you facing the right way. It's not designed to be particularly taxing or utilise reverse very well. The idea is you just go around the thing as quickly as possible and in as much fun as possible. Now the art styling, as you can see, is major cell shading, but it sort of adds to the pleasantness of the whole aesthetic. And as you can see, the tabletops of this garage. I absolutely annihilated the AI there. Like I said, I am the current world record holder for this particular map. That gives you a pretty good idea about how this game is, though. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Super Toy Cars. I've been old Flads. I don't know if this is actually going to show. It didn't work earlier, but I could have shown you it earlier, my actual time. It's 40 seconds around there, so if you can beat 40 seconds, then best of luck. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I've been old Flads. Cheers and goodbye.